Did you know ancient Mayan rituals still exist today? In Guatemala, where towering volcanoes rise above the deep waters of Lake Atitlán, beauty and mystery exist side by side. But beneath the surface of this special place, something ancient has never disappeared. For thousands of years in this local community, rituals have been quietly passed down, practiced in secrecy, away from outside eyes. Rituals believed to influence love, luck, protection, even revenge. Not spoken about openly, not performed for outsiders, and at the centre of it all is a figure known as Maximon. One of Guatemala's most sacred natural wonders, Lake Atitlán, sits beneath 3 towering volcanoes, its water stretching more than 1,000 feet into the earth below. For thousands of years, the lake has held deep spiritual significance to the Mayan communities that call its shores home. The villages scattered along its shoreline each tell a different story. Some have become magnets for New Age spirituality, where creativity and self-expression spill into the corner of the streets. Others remain quieter, where a strong Mayan presence continues to shape daily life. We chose to stay in one of Guatemala's most traditional towns, Santiago Atitlán. Here the traditions run deep, from the hand-sewn embroidered clothing, crafted using techniques passed down through countless generations, to the ancient languages still spoken here today. You can feel it. The heartbeat of Mayan culture still echoes through these streets, and witnessing it firsthand is something truly remarkable. And that's why we're here, to uncover the culture, traditions and mysteries of Santiago Atitlán.
That's why I love Latin America. Always singing, dancing, music playing. It's such a vibe.
We're here in Santiago Atitlán, which is the most traditional place on the lake. It's a beautiful little town, which is like 99% indigenous, and there's barely any tourists here. But today we're on a hunt to find the
Maximon. Now, Maximon isn't your typical saint. To some, he's a protector. To others, he's a trickster. And depending on who you ask, he's part ancient Mayan, part Catholic saint, or something that's impossible to define. People travel here from all walks of life to ask him for favours. Some pray for love, health, money, or success. Others come with much darker requests. And that's what makes Maximon so fascinating. He doesn't fit into our idea of good or evil. He's believed to represent both sides of human nature, the light and the darkness. Kind of like yin and yang. Whether we like to admit it or not, every one of us carries a little bit of both. And maybe that's why so many people believe he'll listen to anyone, regardless of what they're asking for. Today, we're going to find him and see what the mystery is really about.
Wow, look at her with that bread basket on her head. First impressions from this place though, it's so traditional. So nice to see, like all the women still wear their authentic indigenous hand-sewn outfits.
Just take them days to make one outfit, one shirt or one skirt.
This place feels like probably one of the most authentic, raw places I've been in terms of being connected to their culture and to their roots. So
yeah, and I think as a community, like there's literally no tourists here, but they don't need tourists. Like they support each other, so like they're always like kind of buying off each other. The markets are running, the streets are so busy, and like yeah, you can tell that they work as a community and nothing's imported. They just buy everything from this town.
we managed to find a local who was willing to take us and share some insider knowledge about Maximon. Before we arrived, he told us to pick up a few offerings, cigarettes and alcohol, as a sign of respect to Maximon. Obviously, we don't know what his favourite ciggies are. What do you reckon?
Brand?
Yeah.
Sin menthol or... Yeah, apparently they literally like put it in his mouth and light it.
I'm not sure, like, yeah, do you put it in his mouth and light it or what?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Take your pick, man.
We're cheapskates.
Sorry, Maximon, trying to get you the cheapest one.
Our ride had arrived. A friendly local who was more than happy to show us his culture and share the stories you won't find online.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
¿Cómo te llamas? Yo me llamo Carlos.
Louis.
¿Usted?
Louis, yeah, mucho gusto.
Luis.
Louis.
Soy Libby.
¿Cómo? Descubrir con un viaje.
Carlos explained that Maximon is looked after by a brotherhood of 17 men. Every 4 years, Maximon is moved to a new home, one belonging to a different member of the brotherhood. The house is renovated to suit Maximon's needs, and the family temporarily relocates to make space for him. Having Maximon live in your home is considered a huge honour.
Sí. Gracias.
¿Aquí? Sí. Les voy a acompañar.
As we arrived, we had no idea what to expect. I was picturing some grand building for a sacred figure like Maximon. Instead, we found ourselves walking through narrow concrete alleyways surrounded by ordinary homes. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Espero aquí. Entren. Yo los espero aquí.
We finally stepped inside Maximon's home and laid eyes on him for the first time. It was a strange mix of emotions. The line between seriousness and absurdity almost disappeared. 2 women were taking part in a ritual with a shaman, asking Maximon to influence events in their lives. While just a few metres away sat a wooden figure with cigarettes placed in his mouth, one after the other, as alcohol was poured down his throat. It was an atmosphere unlike anything we'd ever experienced. We handed out offerings of cigarettes and alcohol to the brotherhood who care for Maximon. We were lucky enough to witness a ritual taking place. Guided by a shaman, 2 local women were asking for Maximon's spirit to help them with a difficult situation in their lives. They hoped someone causing them constant pain and distress would simply disappear from their lives. Requests like this are surprisingly common, and many locals believe Maximon answers them. It's that belief that kept this tradition alive for generations.
Muchas gracias,
Bienvenido.
Gracias, Maximon.
Bienvenido, gracias. Bienvenido.
Gracias, Maximon. Ciao, ciao. That was an experience. Interesante. Sí, sí. Gracias.
Es muy diferente para la tradición en Inglaterra.
¿Y cómo ha sido?
Never ever seen anything like it in my life.
No, neither have I. It's like something out of a movie, like, and when you walk in there, it's like you walk into a different dimension, and then you walk out and you're like, did that just happen?
It felt spooky. Something mysterious about it.
It had like a different energy in there.
Yeah.
Like there was this like kind of feeling in the air. It's like hard to describe.
At some points I felt like laughing a bit because they were lighting ciggies in his mouth. Did you see when they poured the vodka down? Where did it go though?
I don't know.
Where was it going? He loves to drink this Maximon.
It's only like funny to us because it's such a different culture and it's such a different experience and something very unique for us to see. You know that nervous laugh when you're a bit like uncomfortable and you don't know what to do with yourself. You obviously don't know everything that they're saying, but it was just nice to kind of sit there and just take it all in, to be honest.
As we left Maximon, Carlos offers to show us more of his town and share the history of the community that's fought so hard to protect its traditions. Through colonisation, civil war, modernisation and even natural disasters, the people of Santiago Atitlán have refused to let their Mayan identity disappear. In the 1990s, after 40 years of violence and massacres against the Mayan people, a peace agreement meant that the military would never again be allowed to enter the town. Knowing that history makes it easier to understand why so many people put their faith into Maximon. Just as people around the world turn to different religions and beliefs, The need to believe in something bigger than ourselves seems to be universal. Whether those beliefs are seen as good or bad almost becomes secondary. Faith gives people hope, and hope gives people the strength to keep going. It's fascinating that on every corner of the planet, beliefs and traditions can look completely different, yet underneath it all, the desire for hope is something we all share. Maybe we're not so different after all, in the shared experience we call life.
Ciao. Adios.